Harry wiped the sweat from his brow as his axe bit into another tree trunk. The forest moon of Timber 7 was lonely work, but it paid well. The Galactic Lumber Corporation didn't ask questions about why a human chose to work alone on the frontier. And Harry didn't offer answers. His cabin sat in a clearing surrounded by purple-barked giants that the galaxy paid premium credits for. Every standard month, a cargo hauler would descend, collect his harvest, and leave supplies. It was a simple existence until the day the Zilarian traders arrived. Special offer, human. The merchant had chittered through his translator, mandibles clicking with what might have been a smile. Goblin slave. Very rare, very obedient. Only 50 credits. Harry had heard of goblins, small green-skinned creatures from the Outer Rim territories often captured and sold by less scrupulous species. The Galactic Council officially opposed slavery, but enforcement was thin out here. I don't want a slave, Harry had said firmly. Then call it indentured servant? She works off her debt, then goes free. You need help with lumber work, yes? She is strong. Good worker. The Zilarian gestured to a small figure in the corner of his ship, hunched under a rough burlap sack that covered her entirely. Harry hesitated. He didn't believe in slavery. But if the creature was already enslaved, wouldn't refusing help just mean she'd go to someone worse? The rationalization felt weak even as he thought it. But loneliness had a way of bending principles. Free after 1 year, Harry said, and I'll treat her as an employee, not property. The Zilarian had taken his credits eagerly. Too eagerly, Harry realized later. The girl, Orla, according to the crude tag around her neck, didn't move when Harry removed the sack in his cabin that evening. She stood perfectly still, and Harry's breath caught. She wasn't a goblin. Orla was humanoid, certainly, but her skin shimmered with an opalescent quality that shifted between silver and pale blue. Her eyes were large and completely black, like pools of space itself. Delicate antennae emerged from her temples, and her fingers ended in what looked like crystalline tips. Most striking of all were the faint geometric patterns glowing beneath her skin. Circuitry, Harry realized with shock. You're a Lumine, Harry whispered. The girl's antennae twitched. It was the first movement she'd made. Lumine were legendary, an ancient species that had evolved alongside technology until biology and machinery became indistinguishable. They were said to be nearly extinct, hunted by collectors and scientists across the galaxy. A single Lumine could command millions of credits on the black market. Why would they sell you for 50 credits? Harry asked, more to himself than her. Orla's lips moved, but no sound came out. Harry noticed the thin collar around her neck, a suppression device. His jaw clenched. With careful movements, he approached with his multi-tool. I'm going to remove this. Don't be afraid, the collar sparked and fell away. Orla gasped, her antennae extending fully. The geometric patterns under her skin blazed bright, and suddenly every electronic device in Harry's cabin activated at once. Lights flickered, his comm unit blared static, and the heating system roared to maximum. Sorry. Her voice was melodic, layered with harmonic undertones. She closed her eyes and the chaos subsided. I haven't been unshackled in cycles. How long were you with those traders? 3 standard years. They captured me when my research vessel was destroyed. Her black eyes met his. Why did you free me? Harry shrugged, suddenly uncomfortable. Slavery's wrong. Simple as that. Orla tilted her head, antennae quivering as if analyzing him. Your species is peculiar. The traders said humans were unpredictable, dangerous, but also principled in strange ways. We're complicated, Harry admitted. Look, you're free to go. I can call the Galactic Council, report those Zilarian— No! Orla's response was immediate. The Council has Lumini specimens in their research facilities. They would be interested in me. She paused. If you permit it, I would like to stay. Work as agreed. Learn about humans, Harry considered this. You understand I'm not keeping you prisoner? You can leave whenever you want. I understand. But where would I go? My people are scattered, hiding. Here I am, safe. The next morning, Harry learned that having a Lumini assistant was extraordinary. Orla could interface with his equipment, optimizing the plasma cutters to slice through trees with unprecedented precision. She could calculate falling trajectories instantly, map the forest for the most valuable timber, and even improved his cabin's power efficiency by 40%. But more than that, she was curious about everything human. Why do you work alone? she asked one afternoon as they processed logs. People are complicated, Harry said. Out here things are simple, but humans are social creatures. This isolation? She gestured at the endless forest. It's contrary to your biology. Harry was quiet for a moment. I was a soldier. Did things I'm not proud of. Hurt people following orders I shouldn't have followed. Out here I can't hurt anyone. Orla's antennae drooped sympathetically. My people evolved past physical conflict millennia ago. We integrated technology to eliminate our violent impulses. But you humans, you keep your aggression, yet you also developed conscience, guilt, the capacity to choose peace despite your nature. She touched his arm gently, her crystalline fingers surprisingly warm. That's not weakness. That's incredible strength. Harry felt something unknot in his chest, a tension he'd carried for years. 3 months later, when the Zalarian traders returned with armed mercenaries demanding their valuable property back, they learned another truth about humans. Harry stood in front of his cabin, plasma axe in hand, while Orla interfaced with his security systems behind him. She's not property, Harry said calmly, and she's not leaving. The lead mercenary, a hulking Krogath, laughed. 1 human with a logging tool against 6 professional soldiers? The math doesn't favor you, woodcutter. Harry smiled grimly. Humans are bad at math. We prefer determination. What followed was later classified in Galactic Council records as the Timber 7 incident. 1 human lumberjack and 1 Luminite technologist held off 6 mercenaries long enough for Harry's distress signal, routed through Orla's amplified communication, abilities across 3 parsecs to reach a tire council patrol ship. The Zalarians faced trafficking charges. The mercenaries got worse, and Harry learned that maybe, just maybe, he didn't need to be alone anymore. Thank you, Orla said later as they watched the council ship depart, for seeing me as a person when others saw a commodity. That's what humans do best, Harry replied. We're stubborn about people mattering. Orla's antennae curled in what Harry had learned was a Lumini smile. Then I'm glad I met a human. In the purple forest of Timber 7, 2 beings from different worlds found something the galaxy had tried to take from them both. Belonging. The end.